If you're having a problem clearly defining a niche for your personal training business, then this video is for you. Marketing is all about the 3 M's: market, message, and medium. Choosing a niche market allows you to craft a highly relevant message that matters to the market. And once you have these two pieces of the puzzle, it's simply a matter of figuring out which medium you'll use to get your message in front of your market. If your market or your audience is too big, then your message becomes diluted, and it's like pissing in the wind. Nobody responds to anything you have to say. So let's take a look at how we can keep that from happening to you. Now, one of the things that I find most personal trainers struggle with, especially if you're just starting out with your business, is you get stuck in the feeling like this niche or this group of people that you're marketing to is going to be the only one that you can ever market to forever and ever. Amen. That there's just, you have to live with this choice for the rest of your life. Folks, this isn't marriage. This is just an audience of people that you're going to try and sell your personal training services to. If one group of people doesn't work out or one niche doesn't work out, you can quickly and easily change that. So please get out of the mindset of thinking that whatever you pick now has to be the thing that you do for the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever. It doesn't have to be that way. So the idea for this video came as a result of a comment I read by a gentleman named Michael Jones in a Facebook group for personal trainers that I belong to. Michael had chosen to work with people who suffer from pain, stress, and fatigue, which is really no small niche. It's quite a large group of people. But he was frustrated with his selection and he felt it was just too broad. He wanted to narrow his focus. And that's what happens when you pick an audience or a group of people that's just too big. You find it difficult to say the right thing to them, and you find it hard to get the message out and get it in front of the right people. So he was really wanting to narrow his focus down a little more tightly to make everything a little easier. So here's what I'd suggest that Michael would do, and hopefully this will help you as well. So the first thing I'd do is I'd recommend Michael ask himself, or even better, ask his target audience, exactly what job do these people need to be done? Or in other words, what is a specific problem that they need help with? For example, looking at Michael's program, Pain Free Me, instead of trying to alleviate or cure all of this, the chronic stress, lower back pain, tight hips, tightness in the neck and shoulders, recovering from injury, for all people, men and women of all ages, instead of doing that, what if he did this? What if he narrowed his focus down to men aged 45 years and up who are suffering from a sore neck and suffering tension headaches due to years of lifting weights without properly stretching afterwards? Now, I know that's a thing because that's me. That's exactly what I've been suffering with for years. So if he tightened his audience down to that specific group of people, can you see how it's much easier now to craft a message that's going to speak directly to me and to the group of people that he wants to target, and then make it much easier for him to find those exact people. All he has to do is find out where middle-aged 45-year-old guys hang out online. And that's a lot easier than trying to find everybody. But is anyone else actually looking for this information? We have to make sure that people truly are looking for a solution to this problem. A quick YouTube search, armed with my favorite program, TubeBuddy, tells me that there's a good amount of searches being done every month on YouTube for this exact term. And there's very little competition to go along with that. And just to be sure, I'll take a look at Google AdWords, and sure enough, there are tens of thousands of searches each month for just this topic. Now, obviously, I haven't narrowed that down to the number of people who are men or the number of people who are men over the age of 45, but I can tell you it's more than enough for Michael to have success in this niche. So that's just one niche. I think it'd be quite easy for Michael to sit down and come up with several more niches within that very small area of tension relief. Next, let's take a quick look at his Fit and Functional program. He's got 3 case studies here from 3 very different people. Now, what if he picked just one of these audiences and asked himself how that audience wants to be more fit and functional? So, for example, let's take new moms. What jobs do new moms need done? Or what problems might they have? Well, of course, they want to lose the extra baby weight they put on. They might also want a need to be sure they're strong enough to balance an ever-growing baby with diaper bags and grocery bags and be able to do this all while moving in weird angles in and out of the car without feeling sore and worn out at the end of the day. So how about a functional strength training program to help new moms get through the day without feeling wiped and exhausted when they finally get to put their feet up after putting the baby to bed? So now instead of trying to market his functional fitness program to all of these different types of individuals, men, women, young, old, all trying to lose weight, all feeling achy and creaky and inflexible, you're focusing it down to one specific group of people with one specific need. So to pick a niche, not a forever and ever amen niche, but to pick a niche to start with, ask yourself these two questions. Number one, can I clearly identify my client? Can you really paint a picture in your head of exactly who you want to reach? And the second question is, can you clearly define the problem that you want to solve for these people? When you have those two things answered, you've got yourself a niche. If you have a comment, question, or constructive criticism, then by all means, leave it down below in the comment section. And if you like this video, would you mind giving it a thumbs up down below? Let YouTube know that it's good content and it's worth sharing with others. And finally, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm Curtis Penner. Thanks for watching.